Well, good afternoon from Alderman Farms. Yes, it is afternoon. I had to check. Um, I'm going to go live right quick to let y'all know what we're doing. I'm actually getting my sourdough starter dehydrated. I'm dehydrating it right now, getting ready for the Homesteaders of America conference. So, anyway, we moved my dehydrator over here to Mama's house, and so I am. I've got a nice active starter here. I've already done
And dryer sheets.
and dryer sheets. Yeah, my new dryer sheets. Um,
And you want to tell them about those? Do you remember?
yeah, well, not exactly, but I actually did a lot of research on it and everything, and I put a cup in the middle, and then I'm spreading it with my spatula. Um, I looked, and I'm trying these. These are not the ones that are the
Excalibur.
Excalibur brand. But these actually, I think, cost $10, $9.99, I think.
For 9 of
For
them.
9 of them, yeah. And so I'm trying these. They're much more cost efficient. Um, I've read reviews, and some say they work fine. Some say didn't work as good. So anyway, I'm trying it out and seeing what I think about it. They are reusable. So we'll just have to see how it works. Of course, they're BPA free and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, and what I'm doing, I get this spread out, and then I try and get it as even as possible on the sheets where it'll try, hopefully it'll dry evenly.
And someone had mentioned when we did this the first time about using like a painter's uh, thing or what am I trying to say? Sheetrock trowel or something like that.
What I do it?
It
Uh-oh, I
still
put
all
that in
comes
there.
down to the touch, you know. Yeah.
Yeah, well, and the thing is too, with the brush, I thought about it. I have a brush at home, but my fear, sometimes those little bristles come out, and I would just die if I sold sourdough starter that had bristles in it. So
Yeah.
that's one thing I'm fearful of with that. So, but this is the dryer sheets. I mean,
Dryer sheets.
yeah, dryer sheets. I guess they are.
Dehydrator sheets.
But anyway, so I'm trying them out just to see. This will be my last batch. I think I'm only going to do one out of this jar because I'm going to go ahead and get my other 2 jars going for starter, and I'll keep 2 jars going to feed, and that way I can make more starter. So that's what I did with this. I just kept 2 going because I'll do this, and then I'll probably do another dehydrator of starter.
So this is a happy update. Here's an unhappy one.
Yeah. They didn't look that bad. I did quit watering them.
Yeah,
I'm going to try
because
again on my microgreens.
we may just have to break down and get a grow light if we're going to do this inside. But we're kind of disappointed because the what you call it documentation said that they could be grown in a windowsill, and this window gets
Plenty sun.
plenty sun. You know, starting at about noon and thereafter the whole evening. You know, but they didn't do too well. So.
No. So, and I bought a kit, so I actually got the litmus paper to test the pH of my water and everything, and I did have to add a little bit of lemon juice to bring it up a little bit, but you know, it still should have done a little better. So, okay.
So if you're just now joining
There's
us,
actually 10 of these sheets.
okay.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Yeah, so there's an extra.
Got an extra one in there.
If you're just joining us, Patty is dehydrating sourdough. This batch of dehydrated sourdough will be coming with us to Warrenton, Virginia, to the Homesteaders of America conference, which is next Saturday.
Yes, indeed. I'm so excited.
Lisa asked, how long does dehydrated sourdough starter last? Well, we can't say that we've tested it, but our thinking is that if it's in a moisture-free environment, oxygen-free probably. In other words, if it's stored very well, it should last indefinitely. It should be.
Yeah, and you could do things like stick it in your freezer too. That would help to preserve it. You know, if you want to know that you want to keep it for a while. I have some over at the trailer. We'll have to look back and see how old that is. I'm not bringing that to the conference
Yeah, we're only
because
bringing these fresh
I want to
batches,
bring the freshest possible. But I'm going to go ahead. I need to.
which doesn't make sense if we're saying it lasts indefinitely.
Yeah,
but-
well, I don't want to sell something that's older already, you know.
Yeah,
But I mean, it's at least a month to 2 months old.
yeah.
So, but I will use that as a backup for me in case I ever lose my starter. I'll have that. I'm going to stick some in the freezer, and it'll just give me a quicker jump start if I ever have to start over. And you can actually, with keeping it in the refrigerator, you can keep it in there too. And that's what I've done. Just let it go to sleep for a little while and then take it back out. And this starter has done wonderful. That I had in the refrigerator that I took out and got going again.
All right, so about to turn the starter on and talk briefly about your process here, because it's very difficult to get the although that looked a whole lot more even on those sheets than the first time. It's hard to get it completely even, so some of it's going to dehydrate at a faster rate than others. How do you deal with that?
And I don't remember, and I'm sorry for that last time when we did it, somebody, either I read it or somebody told me that about turning it over. I'm sorry if y'all told me that, and I'm not remembering who told me, but anyway, I did. I actually flipped it over because some of it wasn't quite drying, so that's what I will do again this time. I'm hoping I have it more even.
I can tell you just from memory, it looks more even than it did last time. Kind of thick on the edges.
Yeah, and I'm hoping as it warms up, I'm hoping it'll kind of level out, but I don't know. So, all right, I'm going to even up this starter, and I'm going to go ahead and feed it. But I'm going to make a surprise for Tommy today.
Ooh.
And I've been talking about it, so he's going to be able to guess what it is.
I don't know.
You don't know?
No.
Really?
Really?
Oh, I didn't bring my paper.
I'm not like you.
I didn't bring my recipe over here. You don't remember?
No. Oh, yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I just suddenly remembered.
Mm-hmm.
Yay. And so is it possible that surprise will accompany us to the
Oh, I don't know.
To the conference?
I don't know how long they would last, so.
All right. Well, no more about that.
Well, you can tell them
Oh, yeah?
I'll make it for a surprise. We'll do a video on it. How about that? My first time making
Giant pretzels.
So.
Giant soft pretzels.
I guess
Sourdough
they're going to be
pretzels.
giant. I don't know how giant they're going to be. But they're going to be sourdough.
It's been so long. We used to, in Louisiana, I told Patty, I can't remember where, but when I was a kid or a teenager or whatever, we would go get giant pretzels somewhere. And maybe at the mall, they'd be covered with that big old pieces of salt and eating those giant pretzels with mustard. Oh, my
I don't
goodness.
know if I have any of that salt. I got to go look. I think I do, though. You got to use that. I think it's kosher
salt, maybe,
or something like that.
But it's big hunks of salt.
I got to go look for that, and I got to go look for my recipe because I believe it was a cup of starter that was in the recipe dough.
So back to the dehydrating sourdough. Is this going to be probably because of our time? Is this going to be the only batch you're going to be able to dehydrate before we go, or will you do this again?
No, I'm fixing to feed this now,
Mm-hmm.
and let me think. Today is Sunday. I'll probably do another batch Tuesday. I'm gonna get quite a bit in the jar. Well, as long as I get them about half full, I'll feed it today because you want, and then probably in the morning, and then maybe by tomorrow evening I'll be ready, or Tuesday. I'll see.
Because it's going to dry in one day.
In about 20. Well, I can't remember.
Because we leave Wednesday.
Yeah, I can't remember how long. I'll dehydrate. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I'll dehydrate whenever this is through. I'll dehydrate
as soon as it's through.
Yeah.
So hopefully this will, and that'll be quite a bit of dehydrated. I don't remember how many baggies we got.
It was a lot because I'm putting 1/4 of a cup in each bag. Is it a whole 4? I can't remember now.
I don't remember either.
But anyway, I'm going to remeasure and everything. I didn't write things down like I should have, but I'm going to go ahead and feed this and have that ready. Get that going.
So hopefully we'll have plenty to go around. I don't know, but of course we tested shipping by shipping one to B Lady, and she said it arrived. We're also shipping some soon to Tara over at Living on a Dime, and which is even a farther distance, I think, from here. And go ahead, Pat.
This will be our first time selling the sourdough starter at the conference, so it's kind of a kickoff for us. We'll see how it does and everything. And also with my dip mixes, I always sell them at the farmer's market, but I'm also going to, we'll be doing those mail order. That's the two things that we do on the farm that we're going to be able to do mail order. Not quite sure the shipping on the dip mixes, yeah, because they're a heavier package than the sourdough starter. So anyway, I was surprised the shipping was kind of expensive on the sourdough starter. So yeah. Anyway, but we're going to be, seeing about that, finding out about shipping and everything. I'll still sell them for the same price. They're $3 for my dip mixes, but the shipping it's going to be more. It's probably going to be like $5, but it's still. I still think you're going to come out cheaper than if you were to buy ranch dressing at Walmart and made it up.
And it'll be better for you.
It'll be better for you.
So.
No preservatives. And one thing you got to know about my dip mixes, they clump up, over time. If you keep them very long, they're just for over a month or so, it don't. But I don't put any thickening agents or anything or anti-caking agents in it. So it will clump up, but it's still good. I've used some of my dip mixes that were a year or more old. They taste fine, but you may have to break them up. So, but anyway, of course, I'll only sell the freshest. So it'll only be if you keep it on hand very long that it would get a little clumpy. So.
All right, so let me scroll back through. I got to move the phone away from me so I can see what they're saying.
He's got to hold it back. His glasses. We both need to go get new glasses.
Yeah, we really do. Christine, hello from West by God, Virginia. That's funny. That's a West Virginia thing.
Oh.
Lots of people say they. Well, I say lots of people. I'm seeing people that they enjoy those pretzels with mustard.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, and tell me this, y'all, because I was thinking about making some kind of dipping sauce to sell with them at the farmer's market. So, just mustard, just plain mustard? I know you say plain mustard, Tommy, but you haven't had them in a while. So, I would like to know what y'all like the best on them. I don't think I've ever eaten a pretzel.
Yeah, that's a good idea, Linda Ennis. She loves our new banner for the farmer's market.
Oh, yeah, I'm excited about that.
And she said, date it, date the starter. So that's a good idea.
That's a good idea. I'll do that. I need to do that. Where people will know, too, that they're getting the freshest that I have to offer.
Right.
Because then that's just the way I want to do it.
Even though it really should last indefinitely if they're kept,
if
it's kept in an airtight.
Well, when I'm buying something, and that's what I've realized through making my dip mixes and everything, you've got to pay attention because a lot of the seasonings and stuff, and growing my own seasonings, that's what made me really realize it is growing my own seasonings because they smell so much stronger. They're so much greener, like parsley, like the green onions, so much greener and have more flavor than what you buy in the store. So,
some people are saying honey mustard. Linda says ranch dressing. So they could use they could buy some of our dip mixes. Because we do have a ranch dip mix, a ranch, and I bet it'd be good with the Fiesta. Anything's good with the Fiesta.
Oh, Fiesta's so good. That's my favorite. So. And I made a mess on my jars. But since I'm going to be doing it again tomorrow.
Oh, Naples Cajun, yeah. Naples said I really like Louisiana shrimp and crawfish. Although she said crayfish. Come on, Naples Cajun. Crawfish. Dipping sauce.
She just said it where everybody else would understand.
Half mayo and half ketchup. Yeah, but that's not all of it, Naples Cajun. It may be for some, and it's not quite half and half, but you have to add Worcestershire sauce. So that's my shrimp and crawfish dipping sauce is mayo, ketchup, and Worcestershire. Not equal parts. Probably a little bit more mayo. I don't have a recipe. I just know how the thickness that I like.
Recipe. He actually, that is one thing I always say you can't cook. Well, I guess you technically aren't cooking. You're mixing
corrected
up.
It. Crawfish, yeah. But a dash of Worcestershire to taste. It gives it that little kick, So.
Okay, where's
AD
my
Homesteaders says crawdad. Yeah, crawdad, that works too.
Yeah, so you can say crawdad.
Crayfish is technically correct, but
don't know what I did with my other
I
thing.
say crawdad a lot. Yeah, try it, Neighbor's Cajun. Like I said, don't do it a little bit at a time. Don't unless you like Worcestershire sauce, which I
just
do.
a little bit. I don't.
But
but I'll eat. Well, I like ketchup, and if the crawfish aren't hot enough, I add a little pepper sauce to it.
Yeah, I don't like
tastes
that.
so good. Some pepper sauce and ketchup. Even fried chicken dip. Put some pepper sauce in your ketchup. That's delicious. Oh, here it is. I was looking for this.
And Ed R says she can't keep up with her sourdough starter. It seems like she makes biscuits and waffles every week just to give it away. That's good. Sounds to me like you've got a very, very active starter.
Yeah, that sounds good. Okay.
All right. Hey, Joe. Well, that's about it, I reckon, unless you got anything else, Patty.
No, I'll let y'all know. I'm going to maybe, well, I guess we just need to do a whole video on the pretzels, because I was going to say when I'm shaping them, we could go live again, but then it's going to take so long to bake them, so I guess we won't do that. We'll just need to do a video.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to be my film person.
Yeah. Okay. So if you're just joining us, sorry for catching you at the end, but Patty is dehydrating sourdough to bring to the Homesteaders of America conference, which is next week. Yep. So she's got her starter fed, and it'll be good and active and ready to go. All right. Thank you guys for joining us. We'll see you next time. See you tonight at 8 p.m. Central Time. How deep the Father's love for us.